and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel for anyone that's new. This is True Stream of RiverClan. Today, we are going to be doing the first video out of the videos that I'm going to be posting for Pride Month, which, since it's June right now, it is. Each of these days, I will be doing a Pride Warrior Cats speed paint. This episode is Ravenpaw and Barley, or Ravenpaw X Barley, and I threw together a little speed paint. For this day, I'm going to be doing one for each of the days of each Sunday of Pride Month. So, I decided to do Ravenpaw and Barley because they are probably one of the most recognized LGBTQ plus ships of warrior cats, even though the errands won't confirm any LGBTQ plus in the warrior cats universe. This is definitely one of the groups that we probably as the fandom ship. So I decided to draw them sitting on a fence, kind of with their tails slightly overlapping. So the cat that I'm drawing right now is Ravenpaw, and then Barley's going to be right beside him. And in the sketch you may see that there's just one little heart there. That may change by the end of this. And I'm sorry about that big ginormous skip there. I don't know what happened while I was doing this, but my recording just cut out, and I didn't realize it until I was a bit into the drawing. So I just kind of ended up having to just pick up where I left off and just not have some of the stuff done. But this that I'm currently working on, where it just cut to, is the fence that Ravenpaw and Barley are sitting on. And yeah, I just drew them sitting on a little fence. I think it looks kind of cute. You'll see what it looks like in the full process. I'm literally just this takes so long what I was doing here, just going over the inside of the entire little fence bit, and it's just it takes so long, and then this is kind of foreshadowing, but it's not even going to be worth it. You'll see what I mean very soon, but it's not even going to be worth it all the time I took putting this in. And this is only sped up to 2 times, I think. So imagine how long this took me. It's and it's just it's ugh. But I put so much effort into this piece, guys, so I really hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you all have a really good Pride Month, especially anyone who is LGBTQ plus. Have a good Pride Month. I'm literally just trying to think of anything to say during this super long process of me going over that, which I believe is actually done now. And I can start with the kind of coloring. So I started with that kind of base wood color, and then I kind of just went over with some different shades of brown, kind of doing that, and then yeah, just kind of give it a woodish effect, and then I kind of blended it slightly, and then I do that, and I'm just I was just too frustrated with it. I could have figured it out, and I was gonna do that, and then I just decided to go and put it all over those. All that effort I just put in, this is what I meant earlier, guys, and it probably took me so long to do all of the erasing for this. Like, you'll see, it takes so long. Like, yeah, I do this, but I have to go along each individual edge. It probably, like, barely did anything. Like, the fact that I did that. And I probably should have just kept going like this, but then I decided not to. I decided to make it way smaller and, like, spend so much more time. And this took me so long, this section, guys. Like, it took so long. Like, I can, like, not express how long it took to do this section. It's so long. So I think wait, what was I thinking? No. It's just, yeah, and, now I'm going to take some time to actually talk about Ravenpaw and Barley, maybe now while you see this excruciatingly long process. I think they've had some real strong connection going for them ever since the start, when Firepaw and Greypaw helped Ravenpaw escape ThunderClan and Tigerclaw back into the wild. So I feel like they've had something, like, really good, and I think it was, like, really nice of Barley to let Ravenpaw stay with him then, and I feel like they just, right after that, they started forming a connection, and then, like, by the time that, like, their life together is over, like, it's kind of hard to not to think of them as just friends. So, yeah, and, I think they're just a really cute couple, and their, like, dynamic is nice, and I just, like, I can't think of any, what a valid reason anyone could have for trying to say that they aren't really a couple. Like, you could probably find something to say, but I think, along with many others in the fandom, that they are a couple. Yeah, and they live on a farm together. It's all just really nice, and I kind of like how I did, like, the little fence here with them sitting on it. Like, they may be facing, like, away, but you're kind of able to tell by the end that it's them. Like, yeah. Yeah, I really hope you guys end up liking this piece, because, like I said at the beginning, it took so long to work on this piece. And, like, there's stuff that is missed in this, and it's all sped up, and, like, there are parts that were cut. Like, it took a while to work on this piece, so I hope you all enjoy it. Yeah. I probably could have worked with this the way that it was before I just exploded it all up and started going around. But at that point, by the time I realized I probably should have done that and was starting to regret it, I was already too far in, so I just decided to keep on going. And I think we're actually starting to get almost closer. After this little bit, there's only, like, one more line I'm pretty sure I have to do. Yeah. And all the, like, help that, like, Ravenpaw and Barley, like, give to the clans is also really, like, good. Like, when they let Wind Clan, Fireheart, and Greystripe shelter with them in Fire and Ice, that would, like, in their barn, that was good. And then, like, all the other times that they've helped out the clans, all the times that, like, they're really great. And, like, when they went to find Sky Clan with Bella and Riley, that was good. yeah, yeah. I am almost done this section, and before I was even halfway done this, I was definitely regretting this, and I still kind of regret this. Like, yeah, the result is kind of nice, but I probably could have worked with pasting the one on the bottom and not had anywhere near as much time spent doing stuff like this. But, yeah, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. I do stuff, and sometimes I regret stuff, just like any human being. Yeah, for this speed paint, I am again doing commentary, but once I have a bit more subscribers, I may put up a poll to see what you guys think I should do during my speed paints. Like, if I should, like, continue with the commentary, if I should, like, play music, if I should read from the books, or, I may, like, put an other option, and you guys can, like, comment anything that you, like, have ideas about, and, like, if I'll, like, either pick whatever wins, or, like, if I find something in the comments that was selected as an other, like, that I think is a really good option, like, I might end up going with that. And finally, after such a long time, I'm done that, and I decided to go a much simpler route for, the fence posts. And for a while, I just couldn't figure out, until I realized that I have to go on there to fill. And then I did that. And I think the fence looks really nice there. Yeah, like that. And with the little grass, it looks nice. The grass below it. Then I decided I was going to work on the background. I started with going in with like a red there, and then putting my orange on top, before I realized that I didn't like the red and switched it to pink, because you'll see in a moment, in case you couldn't tell already, that if you can't tell by now, I'm just going to say it, I am doing a sunset in the background of this piece. I'm just going in with like a sort of blending brush, almost kind of tool that I have on this app, to kind of make like a blend on between the yellow and the orange and the pink and the orange. And then I decided to kind of like just blow it up a bit, and then I put the fence and the grass down onto it, and that's that. And then I went in and started working on the actual cats. Whenever I do black cats, I kind of have to like come up with like a solution, because you can't do black fur on black line art. That just doesn't work. So I kind of do an almost black gray, like a super, super, super dark gray. Like, it's only like a few percent above, like, black on the, like, percentage for the stuff. For not stuff, the, color. So, I do that. That's actually, like, a technique I have. Feel free to use that if you, like, want to, if you make any drawings. Like, just slightly up the color from black, and from it, like, once you go back out, it pretty much looks like a black, but you can, like, still see where your line art is. So that's just, like, a kind of hack I have. And if you can't tell from the fact that I said it earlier and that I am going in with pure black on this cat, this is going to be Ravenpaw, and the second one is going to be Barley, and I did so much. And I'm almost finished with Ravenpaw now, and I find Ravenpaw to be like a really neat character. Like, I love how like the Tiger Claw plot played out for him, and like how that like affected his story and everything like that, and just like the way that like Firepaw and Greypaw and him were all just like such great friends, and I just really liked that. And now it's on to Barley. I started coloring him, and something I did for him that I probably could have done for Ravenpaw was give like a white tail tip, but I decided not to give that to Ravenpaw. I decided just to make him black, and if I had done like a front view, he would have had like the little white flash on his chest, but that's probably about it. And then I just like I marked out where the black would go and where the white would go on Barley, kind of like I'm doing here on either side, kind of making it almost the same shape, slightly different, but not that big of a deal. And then I decided to move back up the head and start filling the black in from up there, which kind of makes sense, I guess. I can just like fill down, I guess. And like I really like the way this works. It just like the filling in process, just like it's nice and it's smooth, and like you just get to see all the things get filled up. Just I'm going in, filling all the black in on Barley, and I almost forgot during this that where I don't put white actually on, that it will just end up being like the background color when I put the background on, because like it shows white when I don't have the background on. So I like forgot that it wouldn't end up being but white, but that when I put the background on, and it would turn into a like ginger and black, maybe even slightly pink and yellow at the tips. Like, so I then put on like a second layer and turned the background on, and kind of went in with white on a below layer before when I finished and went in with all that. I just kind of merged the two kind of layers together, at least for that part. That white I did like that, but the other white parts that I added, I just put on after I merged the layers. And I gave Barley kind of like white ear tips that have like kind of like a curving shape, and then I went down and worked on the tail, filling that in. I like the way this is going so far, and then I paused thinking if I should add anything else at this point, and then I decided I was gonna do kind of like spots of white on the black near the white, and spots of black on the white near the black. And then I decided not to do that. I didn't really like the way that it was, so I did something differently. And then now it's time for me to work on the little hearts that I made the line art for in part of the section where my video cut out. And I just kind of came back after like quickly leaving to kind of get like the gay flag, a reference for the gay flag, so I would get the colors in the order right. And I just like started filling that in because if you can't tell, so one of the hearts is going to kind of have like the gay flag in it for Ravenpaw and Barley, and then the second flag is going to have the second heart is going to have like the rainbow flag, which just represents like all LGBTQ. So I did those, and I was kind of working bottom and top at the same time. From like I worked each like one stripe on one side, then the other stripe that matches that one on the bottom, and then I just kind of went back and forth until I had all the color done. Kind of like just going back and forth with like the kind of like tealy greeny colors, and then like the blue colors. And once I finished those, I realized again, just like where I had with Barley, that I have to do the white as well. So I kind of just made a separate layer, turned the background on, and kind of filled the white stripe in. And then I continued, and when I finished that, I went on to the rainbow one and started filling that one on. Just this one I kind of did like with like an angle on the stripes, whereas the gay flag one I did like straight stripes, which really doesn't make that much sense, but I just did like a flat straight one. But yeah, I did it like this, and I kind of like the way it turned out. And I just filled this one. I filled in bottom to top. I didn't do like bottom top, top bottom, top bottom. I filled in top to bottom, not bottom to top. Sorry. Like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And I just kind of picked like the like kind of like central red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Like not too bluey or not too reddy of a purple, or like not too like much of a yellow green, or like a red orange or anything like that. I tried to like grab like on the dot, like in the center. And then I put the background on, put the cats back on, and kind of did this. And then I went in and did writing, and I didn't like the pink, so I changed the color to like a nice little blue there. So, and then I decided to change it again to kind of more like of a green kind of color. And that's the finished art. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have a great Pride Month. See you all next time. Goodbye.